past be the worst of the future. And my favorite Texas toast, here's to honor. Get honor and stay honor. We'll send this one out to our founder, Mort Cooperman, a mentor to many of us. And as my fortune cookie said last week, Mort, may be guided by silent love.
Oh, no, no, no.
Ride,
no.
Ride 'em, you boy. Ride 'em all around the old corral. I'm with you, boy. If I've got to ride 6 million miles. Now the smoke from camps arising. See the helpless creatures on the way. Hey, old pal, ain't it surprising how far you can go before you stay? And don't you let the morning blind you, when on your sleeve you wore the yellow star. Old memories still live behind you. Can't you see by your outfit who you are? How long will you be driven relentless around the world? The blood in the rhythm of the soul.
Where is he? Where is he?
Wild ponies.
I messed up my video because that guy stood in front of me.
Your dreams were broken, rounded up and made to move along. The loneliness which can't be spoken just swings a rope and rides inside a song. And dead limbs play with ringless fingers, a melody which burns you deep inside. Oh, how the song becomes the singer. May peace be ever with you as you ride. How long will you be driven relentless round the world? The blood and the rhythm of the soul. In the wind, no candles glowing, remind you that today you are a child. The road ahead, forever rolling. If anything worth crying can be smiled, so ride 'em, you boy. Ride 'em all around the old corral. I'm with you, boy. If I've got to ride 6 million miles. October 2nd, called The Loneliest Man I Ever Met. This record, it's a great record. It's the first studio record I've done in 40 years. Joe's great, from New Jersey. And of course, my old college roommate and friend who wrote the song, proud to be an asshole, from El Paso. Kinky Friedman.
Never say it's good to be the follow-up Holocaust song.
Chinga, and of course, I found him in the Congo, beating on his bongo, the great Corky Lang.
No.
Don't die on me. Don't die on me, motherfucker. I'm practicing motherfucker only because I met a guy in Kerrville, Texas at the UPS store last week, and he says, I look like the white Richard Pryor. Okay? I didn't tell him if Richard Pryor were around today, he'd probably be a homeless person because of political correctness. Corky, I've introduced you, correct? Yes. Now this is, of course, a song Chinga wrote that I helped popularize. You know, because of political correctness, we don't call them greasers anymore. We call them lubricanos. Okay, we're sorry the record isn't ready yet. It'll be out October 2nd, but I'll be upstairs. Upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs. Afterwards, we've got books, CDs. I will sign anything but bad legislation. All right? Folks, please, it's going to be a long evening. This is a great success. It's already a big financial pleasure for my homosexual lover, Cleve. It was done very well, I must tell you. I really thought it was going to be pathetic. I thought nobody cared, you know? But the crowd is great. This is terrific. Thank you very much. Who said do the fucking song? Don't die on me, motherfucker. My hands are stained with tequila.
Yeah.
That's the mouthwash. All right, ready, guys? Look, the guitar's out of tune, but I've observed that both Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan prefer to play instruments that are slightly out of tune. I've seen people try to tune their instruments for them. They don't want them to touch it. They like it to be out of tune. It's kind of a... So this is...
I was going back to the lake.
He's going to be in Sag Harbor on the 24th, right? The 24th of this month, and it's at the Bay something, what is it called? The Bay Street Theater after that outline. So please come out. Kinky's special guest that night will be Kinky Friedman.
We don't have no muffins in El Paso. We don't go to porno picture shows. We don't swap our wives with our neighbors. And we keep our kids away from Mexico. And I'm proud to be an asshole from El Paso. I like it here, place where sweet young virgins are deflowered. Be my friend. You walk down the street knee deep in taco. It's just a taco. And the windback still get 20 cents an hour. Jim, you want to try one here? No. Okay.
Our wives don't nurse their babies out on Main Street. with their children down to dicks. They don't have no naked cocaine orgies like the groupies in the green Lone Star did. Everybody, proud to be an asshole from El Paso. I like it here. Place where sweet young virgins are deflowered. I like you. You walk down the street, deep in tacos, tacos, and the wetbacks still get 20 cents an hour. Joe, you want to try one or this? Go to right. We don't live in communes or have orgies. We don't mess with commies, queers, or Jews. We don't tie and macrame our nose hairs like the hippies and the old Lone Star do.
Oh, he's gonna go over breaking Sag Harbor. We don't wipe our asses on Old Glory. God and Lone Star beer are things we trust. We keep our women virgins till they're married. So a hosing sheep is good enough for us. Alright, I'm proud to be an asshole from El Paso. Place where sweet young virgins are. You walk down the enchiladas. And the wetbacks still get 20 cents an hour. Them old wetbacks still get 20 cents an hour. Thank you, God.
Kinky Friedman. Singa Taven. Total treat. I have a little story to tell you. When I was at WHN, we did a lot of broadcasts, and one day they came and they said, we need to do a Kinky Friedman broadcast. And I was like, outside of Sold American, I don't know how much you can get away with back in those days on terrestrial radio when, you know, you had to be really protective of what hit the air. Today, we were up at Sirius XM on the Truckers Channel doing the show with Meredith and Chris, and it's archived, so all week it'll be on their app if you want to listen to it. All these folks that are on stage tonight were there. Kinky took a turn at the mic, of course. It was awesome, as it always is. Are you having a good time? Reliving the memories of the Lone Star Cafe tonight here at BB King's. Please welcome Aztec two-step.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate that. While we're getting plugged in, we'll tell our put upon sound man that, oops, this is, yeah, I'm the lead guitar player, and he's not.
I play the rhythm.
Yeah. Give it a second.
feedback. We don't need much in the way of offers. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here. I grew up in Manhattan. I remember when the Lone Star was Shravs. Anybody else? No? Yeah, you remember? Yeah, I remember too. I don't even want to know what this place used to be, I gotta tell you. But if your shoes are sticky when you leave, I would say clean them well before you get home. So listen, by way of introduction, Rex and I were playing in Woodstock a while ago, and our friend Bruce Milner called and said, whoops, can I come down and sit in with you guys and play a little piano and sing a third part? We were like, sure. Bruce Milner is a dentist here in New York, and a dentist up in Woodstock too. But before he did that, he was the lead singer of a band called Every Mother's Son. Yeah, they have a great song, Come On Down to My Boat, Baby. Now, there's a saying in rock and roll that goes like this. Stay with me now. 90% of the money we spend on sex and drugs, the other 10% we wasted. So we're in the middle of a song and I'm looking at Bruce and I realize he took the rock and roll money and went to dental school. So when the song was over, I just looked at him and I said, Bruce, you are a disgrace to our profession. Prozac and Valium, coffee light and sweet. That's what it takes these days to get me on my feet. Now I'm filled with pharmaceuticals, right down to my cuticles. Life is better these days. Cocaine and reefer, they didn't do me any good. Oh, no, no. That Karen is something drive me where I stood. So I shunned the wicked grape, but what comes in tablet shape makes life better these days. Triple espresso, Mr. Starbuck, if you please. Put the pharmacist on my Christmas card list. He filled my script with ease. Just one more refill, doctor.